Come one, come all, the Poison Tea Party is ready to wake from a witch's slumber, and it's time to gather with your poison brooms and fire. My name is Kaylee, and I'm surrounded by my mom and aunt tonight.
Woo!
How the hell have all you been?
I'm very good. How have you been?
I've been okay.
Oh my
man.
God.
Lord.
We
That was-
sure have missed all of you guys.
Yeah, we have missed you guys. And I've missed this.
Yes.
Sitting here with you girls.
That's what I missed the
That's
most.
what I missed.
Me
Yes.
too. The therapy sessions.
That's basically what this is for us.
I walked down here and I took a whiff and I was like, oh,
The
freeing.
basement smell, love.
Yes. Well, welcome to season 2 of
Yeah.
the Poison Tea Party
We're kicking
podcast.
it off tonight, guys. Season 2. And maybe you want a little bit of an explanation as to why we completely dropped off the face of the earth.
I think
Maybe.
I think they'd like that.
And I'm really sorry about that. It was my call. We had a lot of things going on in our personal life, health things going on.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how, like, when, your husband's sick, you kind of just can't focus on anything but him. So I put a halt on the podcast for a little while, and it actually worked out really good because then the holidays came and
And
there
I
was...
fucking hate the holidays.
It's so stressful.
It was so stressful.
I think I had like easily 8 Christmases.
Yeah, that's
Fuck that.
way too many.
Fuck
Talk
that.
about stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was stressed out just even talking about it, and then I had to yell at my sister about some shit one day, and then she was like, I'm gonna take care of everything. It's gonna be fine.
And I did.
And you did.
Yep.
And then I was like, okay, I feel better about life. And then it was, do you want to start again? And I was like, can we wait one more fucking
Yep,
whatever?
yep.
Because I need...
And I'm like, why not? We've
I
already
need
done-
to wait.
Yes.
I'm so stressed out.
So it was a little bit of all of us. And you know what? If you ever feel so stressed out, just fucking edit your life.
For
Yeah.
real.
Like, take a step back and be like, what needs to go? Not forever, maybe even, but for a little bit so that I can get control of everything and my emotions and my mental health and everybody else in my life. When you're a mom, all you moms out there, you know what it's like.
Fucking
You're
A.
the fucking ringleader. You're the fucking
Yep.
one running the
Absolutely.
show. And if you don't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of anyone else.
No. And mental health on the podcast, we talk about it all the time, but it is so important to
Yes.
protect it.
Yes.
And we wouldn't be able to have fun episodes if we weren't protecting
Right.
that.
Yeah.
So
But like we said, like, this is therapy for us. So it's really so fucking awesome
it
to
is.
be back
but
here.
there's a lot of work that goes into it.
There's
So
a ton of work.
Yeah.
we needed a break, and I feel like it's the new year, and we're going to bounce back and be better than ever and
Yep.
have
New year, new season.
new year, new season.
We're
We're
starting
all-
this bitch again.
We're all fresh. We've all been thinking about things that we want to write about and that we
Yes.
want to do. And it's more fun when you have just a little bit of time to be able to sit
Yeah.
back and think about that kind of stuff.
Exactly. So,
Along with all the fucking holiday fucking bullshit.
thank God
Mayhem.
that's over.
God, I'm
Fuck
so
that shit.
happy. I hate it.
I'm ready for
Dude.
boats and summer
Yes.
and drinking and podcasting.
I'm ready for a fucking Red Lobster sunburn, bitch.
Oh my God.
You guys
and you
don't
do
even know.
every year.
Every
year
year.
you do that.
I'm
Oh,
so
God.
pumped. And you know what? It's so funny. Back in the day, I used to tan and be looking like a whole nother person. But now, nope.
Now you got that Irish in
That
you.
Irish is coming out strong. My baby's going to come out redheaded.
I'm
I'm not
confident.
pregnant. I'm not pregnant.
No. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, God.
So anyway, welcome to
Yes.
season 2, bitches.
We are so happy to be back. It's so exciting. I'm so
Yes.
happy right now. So, if this is your first time tuning into the Poison Pod, there's a few things you should be warned of.
Oh God.
We cuss. We drink.
Oh yeah.
And we're probably going to dive into some pretty crazy shit.
Well, since you're hosting, I think everyone. Does anyone remember Hello Kitty?
So, get prepared, bitches.
But anyway,
Be prepared. Listen, I tried to start a dopamine patch today, and
Oh
now I'm
my
feeling a little
God,
whatever,
Christ.
so I just took that bitch off because I was like, I don't know, I need to take that off.
does that make you
Her
feel
body
weird?
was...
I don't know. It was making me kind of. I don't know if it's like the lighting or if it's whatever. Well, I haven't.
Hold up.
Listen.
Her body's rejecting the happy hormone.
Oh, it is.
It is. And I haven't, like, I mean, I did drink with you guys on New Year's, but we didn't drink that much. I haven't drank since, like, Halloween.
Oh my God! Tonight's the night. Let's do this
Yes.
shit.
So I had to
Yes.
take that fucking dopamine patch off.
Chug
It was
it.
making me feel a little weird.
Okay, so I hope you've come prepared because tonight's topic covers just about every single thing you can think of.
Oh, God.
Great. Yeah. Take it easy on me.
Okay, so grab your poison of choice. We're drinking Bud Light, of course.
Don't tell me what to
It's
do.
all we drink is the gayest beer around. I fucking
You already
love
know
It's
it.
a little squishy, a little skunky today,
It's-
but we're going to
It's
drink
a
it
little
anyway.
sour.
I
Mine's a
don't
little
know
sour.
what happened. I think our fridge might be bad. Maybe we need a new fridge.
It's because it's mad at us
No.
because we haven't been in the basement in a
if
long
anyone
time.
wants to donate, oh wait, we can't.
Pause, because this fridge I have worked on since like being 14,
This fridge is covered in stickers.
covered in all of the most iconic fucking
Oh
stickers.
shit, I have a bunch of really cool stickers at home I should have brought.
If you have to get rid of it,
Yeah,
you
you
need to
should
give
have.
it back to me because I can't let it go.
Well, we're not getting rid of it unless
Okay.
it doesn't work, and it's so
And
far.
still
And then John's going to fix it.
Yeah,
yeah,
because
well,
I
it works
can't.
too good. Like it freezes shit.
This,
you know?
this fridge has been with me to Grandpa Bill's house and back.
Yep.
Like it's been places. We should post a picture of the fridge.
I'll post a picture of it.
Yeah. All right, so grab your poison
No.
and turn off the outside
Don't
noise.
tell me what to do.
Oh my god.
Ho? Because because tonight's episode is a journey you don't want to miss. Our story starts in 1972 when Barbara Streisand, Billy Joel, and David Bowie blasted in Ford Pintos all over America.
Oh yeah, bitch.
Teenagers strolled the streets with cigarettes and bell-bottoms wider than the interstate. Life was cool. Life was simple.
Shout out, mom and dad.
I was just
Yeah,
going to say,
facts.
Mom and Dad were like 8, but they were still like, that's so tits.
Yeah, for real.
My stepmom was fucking. Fucking wings in the hair
Hell
flying
yeah.
around. Yeah, bitch.
Just think of that era, man.
Love it.
The greatest time. A time where stranger danger, satanic panic, and do you know where your kids are?
Oh my
Didn't
god.
consume a
Hated
nation. This was all a turning point in the culture we know and hate today. Do you guys know who I'm going to talk about?
Are we talking about like some fucking... All right, just tell me.
Okay, ready?
Uh-huh.
Stephen Gregory Stayner. Ring a bell? Anyone
Would
know?
not have guessed that, no.
Okay. Stephen Gregory Stayner was born on April 18th, 1965 to Delbert and Kay Stayner, and the brother to 3 sisters and 1 brother. So there's 5 kids in total.
Okay. Is he
Just-
the youngest? Is he the oldest?
No, he's like right in the middle. Stephen was your typical boy during this time. Stephen's mother described him as a helpful little guy and he trusted people. I mean, like lots of kids during that time. I wanted to talk about before Stranger Danger because this is the story that started it.
Fucking boomers.
Yeah.
This guy's a boomer.
A boomer.
I don't
Oh,
know.
wait.
Poor kitty. Something fucked up probably happened to him, and I'm just talking shit.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But on December 4th, 1972, this would all change. Steven Stayner's mom was running late to pick him up from school, so Steven, slightly annoyed with the inconvenience, decided to walk home like most kids would have done during this time. So Kenneth Parnell, who currently worked at Yosemite Lodge, approximately 2 hours away from the Stayner home, and, get this, had already served time in the 1950s for raping a child and impersonating an officer when he was only
Jesus.
19 years old,
Jesus.
and Irvin Murphy, a co-worker to Kenneth, drove down Highway 140 and came across 7-year-old Steven walking along the highway.
Ugh.
And this Highway 141 is in Merced, California. So we're going to be jumping around places a lot, but that's where we're located at. That's where Steven is from. So the men pulled off, parking their car, and one of the men approached Steven and asked if he would be willing to donate to the local church. Steven explained that his mom would probably like to. The men then offered Steven a ride home, passing his road that he lived on and telling Steven they'd call his parents to see if he could spend the night.
What was he, 7?
Yep,
Ugh.
7 years old.
Can't even.
This pattern would continue until Kenneth went out one night and came home with a lie. Kenneth told Steven he went to court and Steven was his.
Oh, Jesus.
So it was like just mind games
Yeah.
right off the bat. Kenneth played many mind games with Steven, telling him he changed his name to Dennis Gregory Parnell. That's what he was referred to. If he was trying to say his name was Steven, it was a...
No,
know.
you're Dennis,
Yep.
motherfucker.
Yep.
Dennis?
Yeah,
Who the Dennis the Menace?
exactly.
Who the
I'd
fuck?
way rather be Steven.
Steven.
He also started making Steven call him Dad after a
What
week.
the fuck?
A week of kidnapping him. And he also was telling him from the very beginning that his parents didn't want him. The sexual, physical, and emotional abuse began immediately for Steven. It wasn't long before Steven attempted to run away, but after realizing he didn't know where he was, he became scared and returned back to Parnell's cabin in Merced, California.
Oh my God, honey. No.
Yeah. But he's 7 years old. Like,
yeah,
he just...
they didn't teach kids back in those days
No.
to, like, go tell a straight, go up to somebody and tell
respected
them.
Go
everyone.
find a
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah, find someone's mom.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
During this, Steven's family continued to reach out to news outlets and the law enforcement for answers and help bringing Steven home. Steven, I didn't really say, but it was like a couple hours and the family reported it right away. So it wasn't like their family was one of those that was just like,
We don't care.
we'll report it in a week, you know?
That's fine. He's probably sleeping at someone's house.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
From
he
the
is.
very beginning.
He's
Yeah.
sleeping at Kenneth's house.
Yeah.
Don't look at
And
me
his
like
name
that.
is fucking Dennis now.
Dennis. Yeah.
Don't look at me like that ever. I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Days, weeks, months all turned into years.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh.
This poor baby.
I know. Kenneth Wood you're gonna get pissed, dude.
Great. I love this for me.
I was this
so mad
story
at her already, and she didn't even do
when
anything
I
yet.
heard this
Keely,
story
why do you always tell this shit?
because it needs to be told, and someday we're not gonna know this even happened, and I'm like, how the fuck did this happen right under our noses? Kenneth would uproot Steven and move to, I think that's how you say it, Camche, California.
Oh,
Sure.
wow.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that. If it's not right, I don't know, sue me. Camche, California.
Sue us, how?
260 miles away.
I don't give a fuck. You ain't my friend. I'm not
give a
your
fuck.
family.
How?
Okay, sorry.
Camche, California, 260 miles away from Stayner's home located in Merced, California.
If he were smart, he would have taken him across the fucking country.
Yeah.
Right.
No, he kept him in Merced for I didn't have an exact amount of time
How devastating for the parents.
to know he was there for a while. It's here that Kenneth would enroll him into a local school where Steven would make friends.
How?
Why doesn't he tell someone?
How? I guess it's the 70s.
But
probably.
also, I feel like it wouldn't be so difficult to put two and two together that was the same kid. His picture from when he was 7 looks still like how he looked then.
He looks exactly the same.
Yeah, like it looks
And it
like
was
the
only
same
like
kid.
200 miles away.
Yeah.
So, and you would think that, did it make like big headline news?
Yes, this was
Oh,
like a
okay.
big
All right.
frenzy media case. Like everyone, they were on everything. The FBI was getting involved with this case.
Oh my God. And the school was like, yep,
This is fine.
Let
his
them.
name is Dennis.
And just wait.
Hi,
until-
Dennis. Welcome to school.
Yeah.
We've never seen you before,
So,
except for all over the TV.
except for everywhere. However, Steven was failed in so many ways, as we're talking about now.
Ugh.
Friends.
His name is fucking Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis now.
Oh my God.
Friends, neighbors, and teachers explained Stayner as having dirty nails, 2 pairs of pants, shoes and socks with holes, and a painfully shy demeanor. They also noted how Kenneth let him drive and smoke far before the legal age. Another friend described how he walked as if he had a severe stiffness.
Oh no.
One neighbor even said she told her daughter to never go to that house because of motherly instinct that he was a creep. Friends would often wait for him at the end of his driveway, as it was just known you don't go into his house. Like, it was like a neighborhood thing. Everyone was aware. Parents, neighbors, teachers, they knew.
Well, here's what I want to know. How did Kenneth get those kids to wait at the end of the driveway? Because I need to fucking know. Because there was so many times where I'd be like,
Why
no,
the fuck are you in my house right now?
she ain't fucking here.
Yeah.
Leave.
Right, and I got dogs chomping at the bit right behind me, like
Yeah.
trying to like lunge out the fucking
Yeah.
door.
Yeah.
And they'd come back like in an hour.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, go the fuck away.
That's
Get
how
your
bad
kids.
it has
Listen,
to be.
my house is not the
Hangout spot. Mom
because
never let it
I'm
be.
not gonna be. No, sorry.
I
But
could be, but I have a lot of dogs at my house.
I have too much stress, and this is my space.
Right,
Go fuck off to the park.
right.
Yep.
Do whatever the fuck it is that you
Go
do over
smoke
there.
cigarettes at the park.
Yeah,
You ain't
You're
doing
not
it here.
doing it here.
Yep. Yep. That was
Listen,
Mom.
I'm on to you.
Seriously.
Little fuck. Anyway, sorry.
The signs were there, and yet he grew up in plain sight. During Steven's middle school years, a moment that sticks out was a night he went drinking with his friends and began crying. When asked what was wrong, he explained he wanted to go home. The friends laughed and said, "Your house is right down the road." He said, "No, I want to go to my real home."
Did they help him go there?
No.
Of course not.
And they just didn't tell anyone about this. Like, it was just like, we didn't know. We didn't know.
Well, they maybe didn't know what he meant by that.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't, like, say anything else.
But I don't know. It's so hard because we always come up with so many excuses and, like...
I don't know.
But
I was
also, his pictures were everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this case more like you weren't doing your job. While this was happening, Kay Stayner, his mom, said many ladies of the night came forward and told the family they thought it was a particular person who had cut him up. Another man came forward to the family and felt they needed closure, so he said he had murdered Steven. Backhoes went to the location in the woods and found nothing. Due to these situations, the Stayner parents would send their kids to other places to avoid having to tell them of the possibility that their brother was chopped up into little pieces somewhere.
Well, yeah.
So it was taking like a very hard toll on the family, obviously. The siblings struggled with this pain. One in particular was older brother Carrie. Carrie often carried the weight of his missing brother the heaviest, as he was the oldest sibling and was able to understand it better since the day he went missing.
No, the oldest always feels like the gatekeeper of
Yeah.
all the other ones.
Yes.
Well, that's what I
wouldn't
feel like.
know.
Yeah.
I've always felt like
You're responsible
the
for them.
protector of them.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
He also dealt with...
The middle always feels like the failure. Don't worry.
You're not a failure, Jesus Christ.
And the youngest probably is like, I can do nothing wrong.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Carrie also dealt with the emotional toll of his parents, particularly his father, who became aggressive and irritable during the time. Del Stayner, the dad, would drive around looking for fresh dirt. This guy reminds me of my mom, if this would happen. Del Stayner would drive around looking for fresh dirt, digging up graves he found, following cars that looked suspicious.
I would be a psychopath.
He became consumed by his son's
Who
disappearance.
wouldn't? I totally understand that.
Kay Stayner was described as being very stoic, but she was also the glue holding the family together behind the scenes. Steven began trusting friends and trusting teachers. So,
Okay, finally.
How old is he
How
at
long
this
is
time?
it taken now?
this time, he's like 13-ish.
Okay.
That's so many years.
So Kenneth knew it was time to move. Kenneth moved Steven to Point Arena in a one-room shack. So he went from Camche, California, where he had like this house where he had his own bedroom and had friends and was going to school full-time and was on a football team. He was like kind of living a normal life during the day and then obviously wasn't at night. But then he went to Point Arena where he was back to a one-room shack like when it first happened, when he was kidnapped, to that cabin. So Steven went from having his own bedroom, friends, and a school to complete seclusion again. Steven would recount Kenneth attempting to kidnap other children and refusing to take part in it. Steven would, get pissed and be like, I'm not doing that shit. During this time, Kenneth continued to enroll him in random ass schools, and he would go randomly. He would have him drop out and put him in another school. It was just very sporadic. His schooling was crazy. I don't know how that wasn't investigated in itself.
Right.
It would be today.
Yes, absolutely. However, one day, Steven came home and a little boy was laying in his bed. Timothy White, a driving force in Steven's courage to never let this happen again. On February 13th, 1980, Kenneth noticed 5-year-old Timmy playing outside his parents' house in Ukiah, California. Kenneth pulled screaming Timmy to his car and began manipulating him as fast as he could. Steven was enraged by the kidnapping of Timmy and needed to find a way out. On March 1st, 1980, so 2 weeks after Timmy was kidnapped, Steven Stayner broke Timmy White out of the hell they've been living in while Kenneth Parnell worked overnight security.
Good.
The boys hitchhiked from Mendocino Coast to Ukiah, California. I'm
Listen,
struggling today.
Kaylee can't
We don't
pronounce
get paid
things.
for any of this.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
This is
Exactly.
free.
This is strictly
This is
volunteer work. Okay.
To Ukiah, California, roughly 40 miles
Okay.
Okay.
until finding a police station where Steven's first words were, "I know my first name is Steven." This statement...
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. This statement would shake the nation and become the title of a miniseries adaptation of Steven Stayner's life in 1989. Steven was reunited with his family after 7.5 years of not seeing them.
Half of his life.
Yes. Unfortunately, the media was so explosive over this story, his privacy was never protected. The streets were flooded with over 200 neighbors, friends, people Steven didn't even know, and of course, his family. The miracle story, right? The media...
He's fucking lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
But he's maybe not...
Traumatized.
Yeah,
Probably
maybe
dead
he's
inside.
not fucking lucky to be alive.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Dead
but
inside,
Yes.
for sure.
The media continued to stay on their property, even getting on top of the roof to take pictures inside of the house.
that should be fucking illegal.
Yeah.
Isn't it illegal?
Now it is, but I don't know what
maybe
the
it wasn't
laws
back
were
then.
then.
Yeah. Every time Steven walked outside, he was reminded of the hell he escaped from.
God, he's just a kid.
14 years old, as the news continued to interview him. It was really hard to embrace this new chapter in life. A traumatized young boy putting on a brave face, refusing to talk about the details of his time spent with Kenneth. A family who was frozen in time from losing their 7-year-old child, who returned as almost a man.
Mm-hmm.
A news frenzy that wouldn't leave Steven's side. The news, they were like just parked outside of his house
Oh, I'm sure.
for months,
Yeah.
just sitting there. Steven's parents had an incredibly difficult time adjusting to this new 14-year-old. Del Stayner almost refusing to believe his 7-year-old was now a teenager. They just were really
Well,
struggling.
because they were frozen time.
Yeah.
You know, like, they
like
remembered him
you're
as one way.
spending you're spending all of your time, 7 years, freaking out, searching for your 7-year-old, and then he's alive in 14.
Yeah. Thank fucking God.
Yeah.
I don't understand the struggle with that.
No,
The struggle would be his struggle, the stuff that
Yes.
he's dealing with.
but that's
Not
not
that he's now grown and 14 and whatever. That's kind of
important
weird.
to them at the time.
Sorry, that's me. But anyway.
Just wait.
Okay.
Just wait, she says. There's more.
Del Stayner didn't believe in therapy or psychology.
Okay, there's the problem.
and refused to get Steven the help he needed and deserved. Steven Stayner also refused the need for help, citing, "I'm doing fine."
No.
I feel like that's just...
Well, he had
just
been
say
doing
that.
it on his own
Yeah.
for 7 fucking years.
And also,
all
like...
the media attention and shit. Like, the last thing he wanted was to tell somebody his business and
Yes,
what was
and also
happening.
you come back and your dad's like, he's not going to fucking therapy.
Men
That's
are
pussy
not,
shit.
in this era, they are not touchy-feely.
Nope.
This is not
Nope.
going to be a thing. You man up and you fucking deal with it, and you push it down and you continue on. That's
Yep.
what you do.
Steven would talk about his happy memories during his time as dentist, often talking about the time he had a large group of friends, his own space, and was on the football team. This was challenging for many family members and friends, but obviously the most for Steven, because if any questions came up that weren't, like, happy, he shut down. The siblings were extremely jealous of the attention Steven was receiving now that he was safely at home. Carrie Stayner quoted saying, "He was just a normal, everyday kid, and the media blew it out of proportion with him being a hero."
He was a hero. He saved a little boy.
And then he went on to say things like he received gifts and presents and all this stuff. And the way he ended that quote was, he deserved everything he got, which is such an interesting... You don't know how to interpret that.
Right.
Steven downplayed the extent of the abuse he went through when living with Kenneth, often avoiding talking about anything negative, denying abuse in several interviews even. The media ran with the poor Kenneth story, a man who wanted sons thought this was his only way, right?
Who fucking...
Oh my God.
What a fucking
Mhm.
loser.
Who does that? Who does that?
What shocked me the most about this case was the media and law enforcement having such a hard time finding a motive for Kenneth abducting these children.
You don't... Is it necessary? He did it.
Yep. It was such a hard thing. Like, they were like, why would he do this? Why? They
Because
couldn't
he's
decide.
fucking mental, that's why.
Because he's raping little boys.
Yeah, I don't think that that's a mystery.
No,
I
but
don't think that I'd be like, why?
That was like an extended amount of time, and it was all over the news. Like, there's so many interviews and stuff where they're just like, right now we're trying to find a motive. And I'm like, this is so
What's
disturbing.
always the motivation behind something like that?
Yes.
And yeah, it's the 70s, and yeah, I don't know, but it's not like this is the first fucking child molesting case
No.
that they've ever fucking come
No,
across.
Right.
it's not. It's
It's not a
definitely
goddamn
not
mystery.
in California either.
I don't know.
However, Steven didn't want to talk about the abuse, reliving it, feeling embarrassed or ashamed by it. He didn't want to feel those hard feelings. Like,
Right.
he wasn't being supported to feel comfortable enough to talk about it. So, obviously, he wasn't going to. Especially during a time when his own father was refusing help for him. Law enforcement even began questioning why Steven didn't run away sooner if it was so bad.
I mean,
'Cause he
I
was a
wonder that
child.
too, but
We always blame the victim. Like, we're not... And it's just like a subconscious thing. I don't
but
think
it's
people...
not his fault that any
No,
of that
no.
happened. But I do wonder why you don't.
Yeah, but
He
like
was
that's
so
what we
little
do.
though, and he at the beginning he was so little.
Right, but then once you hit like 10, 11, 12, I'm like,
Right.
why the fuck didn't you tell somebody?
Well, because then
He's
by
been with
then-
him from
and-
7 years old.
and he was at that place where he had friends, and you know he at least had something
And
to look
maybe-
forward to.
I mean, it's brainwashing is a thing. Maybe
Yeah.
he did come to the, kind of like, maybe my parents don't want me. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm here because
Well, there
they
was
sent
like
me here.
another quote from a friend during that time, and they said it was Christmas break, and she asked him if he had gone and seen his mom because he never talked about that, and he said, "My mom doesn't know I exist," and she said, "Why don't we give you money to call your mom on the phone?" And he was like, "I can't. I don't know where the number is," and stuff. So like. He was far past, like he was brainwashed. He didn't know what was happening. Like,
yeah, he probably just didn't feel like he could.
and not only just that, but like your body does weird things with trauma. Like when you're experiencing severe trauma like that from 7 years old, for 7 years, you're not.
I
You're
mean,
not
yeah,
there.
because we're just talking like whatever. Like, oh yeah, he's 7, now he's 14, whatever. But then on top of all of that, and regular kid shit, he's also being like horribly molested
Yeah, like he's being tortured.
in the meantime. And then he's being told every day,
They don't want you.
they don't want you, they don't love you, they sent you here,
Yeah.
they gave you to me.
This is what they want for you.
Yeah,
Like,
whatever.
That's dramatic in
So-
itself.
And when you're just a baby, that's what you become. That's so sad.
It's really sad. So, what saved this case? Pictures of Steven Stayner nude found in Kenneth's cabin.
Oh my god.
That's what saved it.
Yeah.
Wow.
The media and law enforcement became more intense towards Steven. So, they didn't take these pictures and go, "Fuck you, Kenneth. Here's your fucking, you fucking nasty
did this.
bitch."
Yeah, you're a fucking piece
No,
of shit.
they look at Steven and they're like, "Tell us the details. Tell us what he did to you. Tell us all the graphic things." They went crazy. They wanted to know the horrors of what happened to him. And they wanted a story. They wanted a story.
I really feel like, though, when somebody comes back from something traumatic like that, and I don't know if this happens nowadays versus back then, but like, and I know you said his dad didn't believe in therapy and all that, but they should have to do some kind of therapy.
It should be required.
I mean, I don't want to say required because you've already had this, like, shit forced upon you, this
Yeah.
abuse forced on you. So maybe you don't want to do it right away, but and I'm glad nowadays that it's all way more accepted and it's kind
Yeah.
of like a given now. You're like, okay, you
Yeah.
definitely are going to need some therapy.
Yeah, that's
You're going to need some medicine.
Number one, actually, nowadays, the police themselves aren't even allowed to talk to children in that capacity. It is like a therapist, like somebody who is trained in
yeah.
that sort of whatever to get
Yeah.
what they need, but
Thank
also to protect the child at the same fucking time.
But you know what? They still fucking do. And this fucking enrages me. If you want to get that fucking motherfucker behind bars, that child has to testify
Yep.
in front of that fucking person.
Look right at them and say what
well,
they
you're
did to them.
supposed. It's like a fucking whatever. You have to be able to face your fucking accuser and blah 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 blah.
They're
blah.
babies.
I
This
know.
is, I mean, that's one thing that really fucking needs to change.
And it's not like we say that.
And I don't
these
know that
things-
it's like that in every state.
Yeah.
But I know it's
No.
it's like that in too many states. If it's
It's-
one state, it's too many.
It's
Right.
too many.
Like, their kids,
A lot
they should
of-
be able to fucking just tell whatever they want to a therapist and then record it, you know,
Yeah.
or whatever the questions are, or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
in a separate room,
Yeah.
and then play it for the jury or whatever the fuck it is. You know, like they shouldn't have to look at that person
Absolutely.
ever again.
I just want to say this case happened in 1972, and in 2026, we still don't protect the victims.
Yeah.
We still don't do that. There are still kids who are not offered the therapy and the help that they need after traumatic events happen to them. It's still a thing that happens today.
Yeah,
and it's tragic and it's disgusting.
Bullshit.
Kenneth Parnell would be charged with 7 years for kidnapping Timmy White.
7 years?
For Timmy?
Only 7 years. That was the maximum sentence then. And it's very similar to the maximum sentences today.
Yeah.
By the way.
You don't get shit for anything like that.
Steven did not want to go on stand, but I feel, and this is just my opinion, I think he felt like this was his chance to take his own power back. When questioned on the abuse, which he had never spoken about publicly or affirmed had even happened, he quietly sat forward and softly answered yes on the stand. So, how powerful. Steven, you are a fucking king for that. Like, you were 14 years old, you came in, this was the first time he admitted that this happened to him. And he did it in front of a fucking group of people, millions of people, people watching all over America.
But he shouldn't have had to do that.
No, he should not have had to do that. But it's powerful that he was able to.
Yes.
Take some of that power back for himself.
Yeah.
So, Parnell was only sentenced to 7 years for the kidnapping, rape, and torture of Steven Stayner. But since he was already charged the maximum amount of time in the Timmy White case, he was only required to serve a third of the sentence for Steven, around 20 months.
What the fuck?
He had him for years.
That was like as long as he had him.
Not only did he fucking molest him the entire time, but he kidnapped him. He fucking held him. He
ruined his life.
Pretended to be his
life.
dad. He impersonated. Like, what the fuck?
The family was rightfully outraged. A man serving less time than what Steven had to.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Kenneth was sentenced to, get this, a full 8 years and 8 months in total. And he only served 5 years. 5 years for good behavior. Good behavior.
Yeah, you wanted to hurry up and behave good so he could get out and do it again.
Oh, here we go. But don't worry, because in 2004, Kenneth was arrested again for trying to purchase a child for sex and died in prison. Thank fucking God.
Oh
Did
my
somebody
God.
kill him?
I hope you were raped, Kenneth.
I hope someone killed him and
Fuck child molesters. So, Irvin Murphy, the guy who assisted in the kidnapping.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah. Which is such a weird, there's like no details on it. And it's just such a weird thing that like this guy was like, yeah, I'll help you kidnap this kid. And then he's just out of here.
I don't think he was out of there.
No,
I
he
think
was
came
definitely
and
a part
fucking
of it.
Did some weird shit to Steven.
Oh yeah, he was a
whenever
part of
he
it.
felt like it, but he didn't have the responsibility of taking care of him.
And like Steven did say stuff like when he talked about the abuse, like he was there sometimes.
Yeah. I believe it.
The man who assisted Kenneth Parnell in abducting Steven Stayner was charged with 2 years in prison. 3 years probation.
This is why victims don't say anything.
Nope.
Because nothing fucking happens.
And they just
So
go out
then-
and do it again.
And then that's fine. They're free to fucking do it to your kids. And you're
before,
fucking...
before anyone at home is listening to this and is like, thank God we have a better criminal justice system. No, this
not.
shit happens today. Sometimes people don't even serve time. Sometimes they just get probation
I hear you.
for raping a fucking child.
Yep.
Let that sink in, bitches. Go to your fucking protest, hoe. Protest, hoe. So, Steven's story doesn't end here, unfortunately. Steven attended school after this trial and was bullied by students, calling him the F slur, which I feel like I already knew that was going to happen before I even fucking, like, researched it. Steven...
Yeah, because he had a choice.
Yeah, right? Steven dove deep into alcohol, pills, PCP, weed, whatever. Like, he went kind of on a down spiral, which... Obviously, he had no help. He had the media in his face. Like, how tragic.
Yeah, he was just like a tortured soul, but he
Yeah.
was a child.
Yes. 14.
Yeah.
He started flying through girlfriends, but then he met Jody at a butcher shop he was working at, and he ended up falling in love and getting married on June 13th, 1985, and having 2 children of his own. Steven was said to be an amazing father, handling the emotions of childhood gracefully with both of his children, which I was like, That was really sweet.
What a G.
What an awesome guy. When the miniseries I Know My First Name is Steven came out, Steven Stayner spoke out about the areas in the film that were wrong and how it depicted the family differently than how they were. 40 million people tuned in to watch the series that aired on NBC, making this story one of the most high-profile cases in American history. Especially during that time, the 80s, like, that was huge for that many people to tune in to anything. I think it was, like, the top miniseries in the past, like, 5 years or something. Nothing has hit that mark or that amount of views. The film was nominated for 4 Emmys, but the night before the Emmys, Steven Stayner lost his life to a hit-and-run crash after a man ran a red light while Steven was on his motorcycle.
What the fuck?
September 16th, 1989, Steven Stayner passed away at just 24 years old in Merced, California.
Oh my God.
Again, the family was surrounded by the media during his funeral and had no privacy to grieve.
Oh my goodness.
Like, his life was awful.
Short.
Yeah.
And awful, but there were some good spots. Like, he got to get married, he got to fall in love, he got to have children.
Yeah. He got to experience some
that
things.
Love that comes with that family life and all of that.
And he was, like, a great dad. And that was something that was, like, even after all that shit he went through, he was able to still do that. Like, that's a lot of men to this day who have faced no fucking trauma can't even show up for their kids. So,
well, maybe
what
because of that,
icon.
He was able to be the dad that he was.
Yeah.
So.
And there's an amazing documentary on Hulu for anyone who wants to go watch it. It's called Captive Audience. They interview the family members, and you get to see the daughter and the son of him talk. It's really sad, like, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
But they go into detail about, like, how watching I Know My First Name is Steven was, like, their way to see their dad and all of that stuff. So it's sad, but he's, I hope, at peace.
Yeah.
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 Timmy White married a woman by the name of Dina, had 2 children of his own, and died at the age of 35 on April 1st, 2010 from a pulmonary embolism.
What the fuck?
I'm like, what the fuck?
Ugh.
There's some, like, witchcraft shit going on here.
There's some witchy shit.
It's just trauma, man.
But our story doesn't end here.
Oh, God. What now?
Wonderful.
As much as we'd all like it to. Remember Carrie Stayner?
Okay.
Yeah.
The older, jealous brother to Steven Stayner?
Yeah.
Carrie
He's a fucking child molester, isn't he? What a fucking piece of shit.
Are you kidding?
Carrie Stayner was 17 years old when Steven returned home. And I guess Carrie was ready for his own story.
What a fucking piece of shit. I hate
You guys
him.
are going to know this case, but you're not going to realize that they're connected. 42-year-old Carol's son, 15-year-old daughter Julie, along with 16-year-old family friend Sylvania Peloso, went on vacation to Yosemite National Park, where they vanished on February 15th, 1999.
3 people?
Yep. The search went on throughout Yosemite National Park when roughly a month later, or it was like 15 days, Carol and Sylvania's bodies were found in a charred rental car near Yosemite. Shortly after these bodies were found, the FBI would receive a hand-drawn map that read, "We had fun with this one," showing where Julie's body was located.
That's why you don't fuck around in national parks, you guys.
For
You
real.
know what, though? We were just at a national park this last summer, and the amount of fucking park rangers and stuff that we saw, how the fuck do people get away with this shit?
Yeah, right?
I mean,
I really feel like...
National parks are, like,
Yosemite,
so dangerous.
though, is very huge.
It's huge.
Yeah, but there's so many. Like, we were at Black Hills National Park.
Yeah, but you said, like, 1 billion people go missing there a year.
Yeah,
But
but
they
there was
weren't-
a ton of
They
fucking...
were at the entrance and the exits, and they did drive through, but anything...
I swear
mean,
when
it
I
can
was
happen,
driving through
like-
there, I passed, like, fucking 6 fucking...
And we
trooper
could
guys.
have, but at the same time, there's so much space that it's just like, oh,
You're
and
right,
it can
I
happen
guess.
so fast.
I mean, and there is, I guess there's, like, like, little side roads and stuff
Yeah.
that we didn't necessarily
and then the
go on.
buffalo hold you up in the middle of the
Oh
road.
my god, I
Mhm.
fucking love them damn buffalo.
I love the buffalo. Julie was missing for 6 weeks and was found deep within the national park, wrapped in a pink blanket from the Cedar Lodge, the place where the women were last seen. And the Cedar Lodge is, like, it was a place, I don't know if it's still there, that was, like, right outside Yosemite Park,
Okay.
and it's just like a hotel where people would stay.
A hotel or like a cabin?
Like
or?
a cabin hotel-y. Like you could stay there when you're going to go visit the national park, right?
Oh, okay.
You know, like the FBI believed they had found the culprits for the murder and continued to encourage the public to visit the national park.
Okay.
Well, yeah, they need that money, bitch.
Yep.
Ugh.
On July 22nd, 1999, a fourth victim entered the story. 26-year-old Joey Armstrong. Joey's body was discovered behind her house in a stream. She lived in Yosemite. Decapitated in Yosemite.
Oh my God.
It takes a special kind of
Is
fucked up
this
to
the
decapitate
brother
somebody.
that's doing this?
On scene, a 1972 powder blue International Scout was seen driving in the area. Many residents recognized that car to belong to none other than Carrie Stayner, a handyman at Cedar Lodge, also living above the restaurant at Cedar Lodge.
He was so jealous of his fucking brother that he turned out to be a fucking piece of shit.
Oh my God.
Or maybe the brother helped all along and was like, go fucking hang out with that guy.
No way.
The FBI didn't think there was a connection as Carrie never had a criminal past. Kept to himself and everything that happened with Steven. But the FBI decided to look into Carrie.
Well, that's nice of them.
Okay.
Didn't take long because Carrie Stayner just outright confessed to the FBI. He was brought to Joey's home.
He wanted the fucking fame from this shit. What a piece of shit.
He was brought to Joey's home and he explained how and what he did. He took him through like the whole house. He took him outside. He showed where he killed her.
Yep,
how
that's
he
exactly
did it.
what he wanted.
That's disgusting as fuck.
Yeah. On July 25th, 1999, he was arrested for these crimes. When interviewed by journalists, he immediately wanted confirmation for a movie of the week before
Yep.
speaking about his crimes.
What a piece of fucking shit.
You called it.
Allegedly. But
Mhm.
He explained how he disguised his handwriting on the letter and used someone else's DNA to lick the envelope. He also told the FBI he sexually assaulted the two teenage victims before killing them.
What a fucking... Okay.
And when was this?
In the 90s, so
So
1999.
so the what's his fucking name?
Steven.
Steven was passed already.
Yeah,
He had already passed.
Steven died in
So at least he didn't
1989.
have to like
See that.
Yeah.
Thank God. Because that would have fucked him up even more.
for
Yeah.
real.
Carrie Stayner was sentenced to death in 2002 for the 4 murders.
Good.
Bye.
He is currently 64 years old, still on death
Still
row,
alive.
awaiting execution in San Quentin State Prison.
Well, we can
Well,
change
let's
that.
do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
we can change
right?
that.
in California.
Let's get it done.
So this is an interesting quote that sticks out to me from Carrie Stayner. Way too much attention has been placed on me. The media blitz to uncover the how and why someone like me could become a murderer is very unnerving. As for my thirst for notoriety, if anyone knows the tainted picture of reality that a made-for-TV movie paints, it's me. After my brother's movie aired, I was disgusted. I wish that it had never been made.
I hate him. Let's kill him now.
Yeah.
So tomorrow then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I choked on my beer. Because that's more important than this fucking piece of shit.
Oh my God.
I hate
You know
him.
what we haven't
I
done
hate
this
him.
whole pod, you guys?
Taking a tea break.
Oh, tea break.
Yeah,
Let's
a
have
tea
an
break.
official tea break.
Cheers me, bitches. I can't reach very
Cheers.
far. I have the longest arms. And
Take
I
a
still
tea
can't.
break, everyone. And reflect on this awful shit that Kaylee tells
Kaylee,
us.
what the fuck?
Dude, this case is like crazy.
It's sad.
the mom.
The mom? The kid?
No, like the kids, yes, but like, could you imagine like being the mom of these boys?
No.
Exactly, like
Kaylee, you're not a mom yet.
I
Wait
know.
till you are, and then you'll... And it's... I know
Listen,
I say that to you all the time, but it
I'll
is
kill
so
my-
different.
It
It
is.
is so different. You are going to see things in the
I'd probably
whole...
strangle him myself.
So, what is it about Yosemite Park that has broken the Stayner
Listen.
family? Kenneth worked at Yosemite.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Carrie worked at Yosemite. This story was one you wish would end so many times.
So if you're considering going to Yosemite
Yosemite.
National Park,
Yosemite. Please don't.
Please don't.
please,
Please U-turn.
no, please do. But just make a plan.
Just
Like,
yeah.
like have
Follow your list. We're not trying to like veer off the beaten path here.
Tell people where you went.
Don't
Yes.
rape
the day.
Don't rape children.
Keep those locations on your phone on.
Yes.
Right.
Or as weird as it may seem,
But
like
you know what?
that's
National
how...
Parks, I didn't get shit for service in that fucker.
Yeah.
So
Me
you
either.
know what? It's not even a thing. Don't fucking worry about your phone.
No.
Tell someone where you went
Yeah.
and text them when you get home and tell them if I don't text
And it's really
to call the fucking police or
I
text
know you
me
might
first.
be eager to, but don't go off the beaten path.
But also, I need people to understand that no matter where you are, I don't care if you think you live in the safest fucking place in America. This is happening in your back fucking yard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody in your town, probably multiple people, but at least one person where you live close to you is
Is a fucking child
a
molester.
fucking pedophile.
Right
So
now, I know
watch your
Whether
fucking
they have
kids.
whether they have actually committed any of that shit or not, they're definitely looking it up and they definitely get off on that shit.
Also, I would just like to say, I know the statistics right off of my head. 1 in 4 girls will be molested, and 1 in 6 boys will be molested. So
It's a huge problem. Let's
it's
chop their
not-
dicks off.
Yes.
Yes.
It is not something that just happened in the 70s.
No.
It is not something that just happened in the 1800s. This happens in 2026. This happens every day, and as much as we'd like to think it goes down, it still happens.
It does. And,
And
it's happening every fucking minute that we're sitting here talking. It's happening.
I just want to say,
Ugh.
anyone who is working directly with children, use your platforms, talk to CPS, do what you can to help protect these kids. And I wish we could save all of them. Trust me. I'm the one who says it. If it's coming from me, you know it's true. I wish we could save all of them.
Ugh.
I have learned I cannot. The
It takes
little
a village.
things
It really
But
does take a
what
village.
we can do
is
Mhm.
report,
say something.
document,
Yeah. Speak up.
speak up.
Same.
So I want to read this little paragraph and then I want you guys to answer me. Who failed who? A system that to this day continues to sentence sexual predators to parole and early release for good behavior. A family corrupted by the times of society and being too stubborn to try new things. A park with too much freedom. Or is it all just a coincidence in a blink of time we'll soon forget happened?
System.
It is the system, but honestly, in this particular case with Steven, I'm going to go and say it's also the school system because
Yep.
they should have recognized something was fucked up and they should have sent people out and, the school's up my ass all the fucking time about shit now. And, maybe it's just my particular school system. I love our school system. It's great.
They're all like that.
Our people are, they're constantly.
But the schools right now, the schools are understaffed. The teachers are worn out because the thing is,
Well, they literally report everything. And it's kind of annoying, but also like I can't get mad at it because I have to think about what if it was a kid that was actually starving and actually needed things that their parents couldn't provide or that they weren't willing to provide. It's different. So in my opinion, I think that the school system failed this kid because he was in football. He was in, doing all this shit and nobody noticed. Nobody noticed that something was fucked up with him. Nobody sent anybody to his house. Nobody sent.
And the thing is, they did notice things.
Right.
I was going to say,
But
you said he had holes in his socks. You said
severe stiffness is something that really sticks out to me about him because it's that's really telling of that time.
Yeah.
And what he was
and he was
dealing
such a
with.
little kid that something like that is.
You're going through.
That's
you're
major,
you're in
right?
pain.
Yes,
No.
it's the system itself because he should have gotten more time. He should have whatever. But this should have been caught.
Yeah,
He
I
shouldn't
agree.
have had to, save this other child and go through even more shit. It should have been.
Somebody
caught.
should have saved
Somebody should have
him.
said something.
Yeah. Mom, do you have any other insight of who failed who here? Are you agreeing?
She's bad. Look at her. She just
Yeah,
breathed in.
she's just
She said,
I mean, it's heavy. It's heavy.
I think a lot of people failed
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
situation. But
I
the
guess
system,
my
absolutely.
question was where could this story have had a switch to where maybe Carrie wouldn't have gone off
I'm
and done
really this is what upsets me about this whole thing is I really am sad that and it wasn't a failure on Steven's parents or anything. It was just the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I beat it into your kids' heads.
Yeah.
That if anyone ever fucking took you that you were to fight and I was going to fight. And we were going to find each other again. Yeah. And I always told you that. If anybody ever fucking did that, you tell anybody. You tell anyone that will listen. You scream, fight, cry, kick, whatever. Bite, whatever you got to do. You fight to get away from this motherfucker. And mommy, and if they get you, I will find you. I felt it was, my mom talked about it with me.
It should be talked about.
I felt it was important to talk about with you guys. And so we did, and we talked about it, not often, not like traumatically often, but enough where you guys knew what to do.
Yeah.
Just like you guys know what to do if there's a fire. Yep. Like we talked about, this is one of my fears.
My kids too. It's so funny because I think I've referenced this on the pod before, but like we watch YouTube videos. Like that's what we do when we're having our little happy fun family time. We're like, let's watch these dumb fails.
Yeah.
And some bitch was like throwing water on a grease fire, and all three of my kids fucking audibly gasped.
What do? You don't do that.
And they all said, one of them's like, put a lid on it. The other one's like, throw flour on it.
Flour, salt.
Turn the heat off. Turn the fire off. Like they're all screaming. They know. They know exactly what the fuck. Where's the fire extinguisher?
And I feel like we as a family take that for granted because a lot of people, even to this day, don't communicate with their kids. I feel like there were so many things that could have been done differently, and maybe Timmy White wouldn't have been kidnapped, and maybe Carrie Stayner wouldn't have become a fucking serial killer.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen, and this is the story we have now. And the best we can do is talk about it and learn from it, and communicate with your families. Talk about the things that are hard and uncomfortable to talk about. And you know what?
Just kind of look around a little bit once in a while and be aware of what's going on around you.
I know it's not
a trait. You don't have to,
like,
scare your kids. But,
it's not a trait that everyone has, but being observant isn't a bad thing. And it can be consuming. I'm an observant person.
You're extremely observant. I was going to say you're extremely consumed.
Yeah, I am extremely consumed.
You are extremely.
She is. She's a little on the other side.
You're a little extreme. To that.
I've also gotten out of a lot of weird situations because of it. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather be that way and be on the high-strung side of things than be just like
oblivious like me.
Yeah. And there's been a lot of times where I'm like, Mom, do you see that guy who's been following us? And then Mom's like,
yeah, but what happened that one time?
She said, I don't know why this motherfucker keeps following us in all these fucking aisles.
There was that time that guy asked me for a cigarette at Walmart, and your mom was, I was like 5-6 feet from the van, and your mom's inside of the van loading shit, and this guy walks up to me and he's like, hey, you got a cigarette? And I was like, whatever, I was gonna give him one, and your mom's inside of the van, and she yells, no! Go the She freaked out on this dude.
I was like fully waiting.
Freaked out. She was inside the van and she just kept freaking out. She never came out. She just kept fucking screaming at this guy from inside the van, and he eventually went away. And I was like, okay.
I'm not sure what the answers are, and I know the human psyche just might snap trying to find them. If you enjoyed tonight's episode, tell your friends and family about it.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Tell everybody.
Tell your family.
You can follow us on all social media platforms. Our website is thepoisonteaparty.com. You can go email us at thepoisonteaparty@gmail.com. Send us some topics. Send us some updates.
Yeah, send us a comment about what you think about us.
Exactly. You can follow us at the patreon.com/thepoisonteaparty. Right now, we're kind of updating that website. We might be changing up some of the merch stuff on there, so just stay tuned for that. We'll keep you updated. And you can go follow us finally on Facebook.
That's our favorite.
Yes.
Yeah, Facebook's my favorite. It's just easy.
It is. And it's so easy to use. Facebook is the Poison Tea Party Podcast. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the Stayner case and any future episodes you'd like to hear from us.
Yeah. So come on over.
Come on over.
Come be one of us.
One of us. One of us. One of us. Until next time, my classy bitches, stay safe, eat cake, and keep those pinkies up.
Yes, eat cake.
Fucking sure.
Because you, my friend, have been poisoned.
Ow! That's the first time I howled in the whole